This coffee tastes amazing today. Honestly, lately I've been noticing the smell of coffee more than the city scent.
Really, I'm the opposite. The smell of the city is like background music to every experience. Whenever I catch that city scent, I know something fun or annoying is about to happen.
Sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? Do you think a smell can really trigger memories?
Totally. Like the smell of freshly baked bread in the morning, it makes me miss home. Or the smell of rain on the street reminds me of those rushed school days.
Same here. But for me, it's more about visuals. Just seeing an old shop can bring back an entire afternoon wandering around as a kid.
So, you've probably had those half joyful, half frustrating experiences in life too, right?
Oh, tons of them. Back when I started working, my first presentation in front of the boss and colleagues was a disaster. Picture me shaking like a leaf, trying to flash a charming smile and ending up with zero charm.
Sounds familiar. I once dropped my phone in the toilet during a date. That feeling of wanting to flee but having to face it, it's classic.
Life can be so ironic sometimes, but those terrible experiences are what make you grow up.
Exactly. I always tell myself, if you can't laugh about it in the moment, at least laugh when you retell it.
Yeah, I remember traveling solo in Dalat and getting lost for hours. At first I was freaking out, but then I just wandered and explored and ended up meeting some new friends.
That's the kind of experience that's truly valuable. I once went on a long bike ride in pouring rain, soaked from head to toe, but it felt like I was truly alive for the first time.
Exactly. It's about living in the moment. I think personal experiences aren't always about the destination, but how you handle the unexpected.
And the way we tell those stories too. A bad experience told with humor becomes a memory.
Sometimes a whole life is just about collecting moments like that. Small, fleeting, but so vivid.
Small, but vivid. That's the perfect way to describe life. Like today, sitting here with coffee in hand, talking about smells and memories that's already an experience.
I think a lot of people forget what that kind of peace feels like. They chase big things and miss out on savoring the little moments.
Exactly. Like walking under the afternoon sun, watching people pass by, hearing the sound of bicycle bells, and realizing life is a collection of these simple moments.
Speaking of simple moments, I remember going to a village market with my grandma. The way she smiled, picking out vegetables with such care, and me just standing there, feeling pure happiness.
I have that kind of image too. When I was little, I'd follow my mom to the corner store, watching people buy and sell, hearing the tick-tock of the cash register. It felt so warm, like nothing else was needed.
It's fascinating. Maybe personal experiences matter not because they're grand, but because of the emotions we hold on to.
Just like this coffee. It's ordinary, but when you drink it in a special moment, it turns into a memory.
So, this coffee is going down in my Coffee with Lily memory collection.
That's pretty exclusive, isn't it?
Exclusive, mind you, no sharing with anyone else.
Then I'll make a note of my coffee memory collection with David. That evens it out.
Fair point. Life's like that. Balancing the happy memories with the lessons learned from unexpected moments.
And learning to laugh at everything, whether it's frustrating or embarrassing.
Looking back, every personal experience is a story, waiting to be told, right?
Exactly. And today, we're writing another story. Lately, I've been noticing how people interact with each other. It feels strange, doesn't it? Like society is changing every day.
I feel the same. Social media speeds everything up, but sometimes it makes us feel more distant. People share their lives, but they rarely sit down to really listen to each other's stories.
Right. Like the other day at the market, I saw two young people eating ice cream next to each other, but both were glued to their phones. It's such a familiar yet funny image.
I call it close but far, physically near but distant in experience.
And culture too. I feel like people are starting to prefer things that are quick, easy, and convenient. It's like traditions are slowly fading away.
You're probably talking about food, festivals, or even the way people talk?
Always. Like during Tet, people still visit to give New Year's greetings, but fewer sit down to share family stories or listen to grandparents talk about the past.
I remember as a kid, Tet was the time to hear people chat, tell stories, laugh loudly, and learn how to live. Now, it's more about check-ins, selfies, and stories.
That's why every time I see someone naturally preserving traditions, I'm impressed. Not out of nostalgia, but because they value those intangible things.
Intangible values, that sounds nice. Things like patience, respect, or listening stuff social media can't teach.
Exactly. And I think culture also lies in how people treat each other. Like greeting a stranger or helping someone in need. Those small acts are a deep reflection of culture.
I agree. It sounds simple, but in reality, it's not easy to maintain. Everyone's busy, everyone's got their own reasons, but a smile or a kind word can change the whole vibe.
Speaking of that, I remember visiting an art exhibition the other day. People were so focused on the paintings, but hardly anyone dared to share their thoughts with others. Yet sharing feelings is the liveliest way to keep culture alive.
Honestly, culture isn't just what you see on the surface, it's how each person experiences and reflects the world around them.
Like this cafe, every day, customers come in, each with their own story, their own habits. Together, they create a little culture of this place.
Listening to you, I realize society is the same. It's a mix of countless little cultures, and every person helps keep it alive.
Right. And if everyone pays a bit of attention, shows a bit of respect, society would be different. Whether it's a small thing like giving up a seat or a big thing like protecting the environment, it's all culture.
I think about people arguing on social media. In those moments, culture just vanishes.
Exactly. When people hide behind anonymity, they forget how to treat each other. Culture gets switched off.
I'm glad some people still hold on to simple values. Politeness, kindness, sharing joy. It's like a faint light shining through the crowded streets.
Like the time I saw someone help an elderly lady cross the street in the midday heat. In that moment, society suddenly felt so much warmer.
That's why culture and society aren't just big ideas in books or festivals. They're the everyday actions, however small, that make a difference.
And if everyone realized this, maybe society would be less tense, less argumentative, and filled with more smiles.
Hearing you talk, I want to try a little culture today, like holding the door for someone or complimenting a great cup of coffee.
So, we're adding a bit of light to this bustling city, aren't we?
Exactly. Small, but lasting.
And that's also how culture survives, no matter how times change.
Looking out at the busy street, everyone rushing. But deep down, I know there are still plenty of people who cherish real values.
And I think conversations like today, coffee, chatting, sharing observations are a way to keep culture alive.
Right. Maybe every meetup, every conversation is a little cultural journey of our own.
And if everyone moves through life with care and respect, society won't just survive, it'll be warmer, more harmonious.
Like this coffee, simple, but warm enough to feel the pulse of life around us. Lately, I've been thinking how entertainment's changed. Back then, watching a movie or reading a book was enough. Now it's TikTok, YouTube, podcasts, exploding everywhere.
Right. Entertainment isn't just watching to relax anymore. It's a way to learn, to connect, even to spark ideas.
I often wonder in that storm of information, how do you keep creativity from drowning?
The secret's simple: draw from real experiences. Like today, we're sitting here talking about life, culture. Later, when we share it, it naturally becomes interesting content.
So, every experience holds the raw material for creativity. It's just about whether you can spot it.
Exactly. Like the time I tried painting based on emotions instead of rules, the result felt like chaos, but every brushstroke told its own story.
That sounds great. I've tried writing short stories, but I always get stuck on how to end them.
Often, creativity doesn't need a perfect ending. Even unfinished pieces or crazy ideas can be where new inspiration is born.
True, creativity is a process, not a destination, and it's more fun when you share it with others.
Like what you're sharing with me now. Who knows, a casual conversation could inspire a script or some kind of content.
Exactly. Sometimes I'm amazed at the ideas that come from the most ordinary moments.
Like this coffee, if I snap a photo and add a witty caption, it's instantly a small, creative product.
So, we've just created content that's trendy, yet still true to ourselves. Who'd have thought a casual chat could turn into a viral idea?
But creativity isn't just chasing trends. It's about seeing life differently, asking different questions. Like I sometimes wonder, if the world were a game, how would I play it?
Turns out, creativity's like a game. A game with no pressure, just fun and surprises.
Right! And entertainment is the fuel. When you watch a movie, listen to music, read a book, it sparks your imagination and stirs emotions.
I noticed that when watching an animated movie, every little detail, colors, rhythm, storytelling can spark ideas for creative content.
Or when I listen to jazz, I imagine an entire story without writing it down. Each note is a character, each crescendo a turning point in the tale.
Actually, entertainment and creativity aren't separate. When you observe and feel, everything becomes raw material.
And the key is, don't be afraid to experiment. Like when I tried making a podcast about everyday life, my voice was shaking like a broken engine at first, but it ended up being more fun than I expected.
So, creativity is also about overcoming yourself. Going from nervous to excited is a whole journey.
Exactly. And the best part is when you inspire others. Who knows? A small idea could bring joy to a stranger.
Like those girls who just walked by, laughing and chatting. Such an ordinary moment, but watching them feels inspiring.
And if I wrote about that moment, added a bit of imagination, it'd be a small work of art. Everyone can create from the ordinary things around them.
That's the thing, creativity isn't just for artists or writers. Everyone has the potential to create something surprising.
And entertainment is the key to unlocking that potential. When you relax, your imagination runs free, and new ideas emerge.
So, the formula: life experiences plus observing society plus entertainment equals limitless creative material.
Sounds like a creative lesson at the cafe, doesn't it?
I think we could write it down and turn it into our own content series.
And who knows, maybe one day, stories like today's will inspire someone else.
So, we're entertaining, creating, and sharing the full combo for an awesome day.
Lately, I've been thinking about learning not just from school or books, but from life itself.
Same here. Sometimes real life teaches us more than textbooks. Just observe, experience, and ask questions.
For example,
Like yesterday, I was reading about astronomy, thought it'd be super complex. But then I looked at the night sky, saw the constellations, and suddenly it all felt vivid, close, and way easier to remember.
same here. I learn history through everyday stories. Instead of memorizing dates and numbers, I imagine the lives of people back then. It makes knowledge feel so much more alive.
That's why learning isn't just absorbing, it's experiencing, imagining, and applying.
Exactly. And sometimes, education is about how you pass on knowledge. Like when I taught my little sister music, not just notes, but how to feel the sounds and create with them.
I once tried teaching a kid basic coding. Instead of dry formulas, I threw in some games, and they got so excited and learned way faster.
So, whether education works or not depends on connecting the learner with knowledge.
Right. And learning never stops. Every day, you can learn something new, even if it's small. Like today, talking with you is a lesson in seeing life and connecting with people.
Right. Knowledge isn't just knowing a lot, it's about understanding and applying it. Knowing how to read, listen, observe, that's all learning.
And education is also sharing. When you share knowledge, you're not just helping others, you're reinforcing your own understanding.
I remember when I was little, my teacher used to say, "Teach what you've just learned, and you'll understand it better." That applies to life too.
Totally. Like today, sharing experiences, creativity, and observations about society, it's a fun and meaningful way to keep learning.
And education doesn't have to be serious. Fun, exploration, curiosity, that's how you keep the drive to learn alive.
Hearing you, I realize learning is a journey, not a race or a report card. When you're curious, knowledge just flows in.
Sometimes, learning from failures is even more effective than from successes. You remember those lessons more deeply.
Honestly, knowledge is in how you observe the world, ask questions, and find your own answers. No degree required, just curiosity and effort.
Like what we're doing now, chatting, reflecting, sharing perspectives. It's a subtle form of learning.
So every coffee chat becomes a classroom without blackboards or grades, but full of value.
Right. And who knows, a simple conversation could spark new insights, inspire, and connect knowledge.
That's why education isn't always from books. It's in experiences, observations, conversations, creativity, and the simple joys of daily life.
And the key is to stay curious. So every day is a chance to learn.
So today, we've experienced, observed, created, and learned the full combo: life, society, entertainment, education.
Absolutely. One coffee session, and we've covered every life topic under the sun, nothing's missing.
And I believe if everyone keeps learning and sharing like this, knowledge will feel alive, relatable, and full of emotion.
That's wonderful. Every meeting, every story, every cup of coffee, they all become lessons, experiences, and inspiration.